Fit the beat.
Welcome to Doc Nash and the Diamond Heist.
Yes, sir. How y'all doing?
What's going on? We chilling today. It's your host, Doc Nash, the DOC. And I'm here with my co-host,
AD. What's going on, y'all?
Yes. We chilling today. Big
chilling.
We got some good stuff to talk about. We want to talk about Game 2. We want to talk about the stock market. We want to teach y'all some very basic, simple things that's going to help you along your journey with that. Learning how to trade and invest. But the main thing we trying to teach you is how to invest. So we're going to touch on that.
Yeah.
And also, we want to talk about Shannon Sharpe. We're going to give our 2 cents on the Shannon Sharpe thing. And then we got a 2 secret topics. You know, we was iffy about one, and Austin don't know about the second one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, cool. Hey, we gonna get it rolling now. So how was your day?
Man, my day's been good so far. I just been chilling, got a haircut, and I've been cooling it all day.
You got a haircut.
You
know how you feel when you get them haircuts?
Yeah, you know, just feeling like a celebrity in this motherfucker.
How much you spend on your haircut?
I don't want to disclose. This is Atlanta. This is Atlanta prices.
But Atlanta prices. He said he spent Atlanta prices.
Atlanta prices. More than $40, you guys. More than 40.
More than fair share, goddamn.
Exactly. But it's worth it. Shout out to my barbers. Shout out to Franchise.
Yeah. Shout out to him. Because I'm finna go to him next.
Yeah.
I've been slowly but surely. Yeah. Look, I like my money more than I like a haircut. I ain't gonna lie to you.
I feel you.
I like money more than I like a haircut. I like money more than like, you know what I'm saying? Shit, traveling. I'm just because every time I travel, I spend way more money than I expected.
Yeah, nah.
Straight outside the budget.
Traveling it's a lot that can go wrong with traveling for sure.
Yeah.
Not go wrong, but it's just like I want to do this, I want to do that.
Yeah.
Especially when you link up with people.
They call it in the IT world, for my people who know what I'm talking about, they call it scope creep.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's when you have to be using your scalability at the right time. But if you ain't got that, that means you're going to be doing extra work. That's what that means, y'all. You're going to be doing extra work. Say you get you a project and you underestimate the scope of the project. So now, as the project goes on, the scope of the work increases. And there's more workload, more things to decide that you weren't prepared for. So that's what that means.
And more man hours.
More man hours. Yeah. So I got that from some college classes that I still remember, and that's useful for the IT world. But that's neither here or there. So yeah, man, we just chilling. Let's pull up some of them scores, man. Let's talk about these game twos. We're gonna get into the game twos.
Yeah, man. It's game twos. We got the Pistons and the Knicks. Pistons beat the Knicks 100-94. How you feel about that, Kev?
The Pistons beat the Knicks
100-94.
I'm seeing a lot of these games being like 100, under 100.
Just a caveat. They were at the Knicks. They were in New York, too.
Okay. I feel like Jalen Brunson is getting in the way of a lot of his teammates let me state it over. I feel like Jalen Brunson is getting in the way of the team winning, and a lot of his team members' progress as players. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So as a point guard, you want to make everybody on the team better. You need to be more like, I would say, be more like a Chris Paul if you really want to win this championship. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't do it by yourself. You got Cat. You got a 7 foot, almost 8 foot wingspan or something. I don't know, something like that.
Yeah.
But what I'm telling you is,
he's the star of the team.
Yeah, y'all are the starting duo of the team. Y'all are the duo from hell, if you really look at it. Because if you start lobbing to Cat, people gonna start falling back to the paint a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But here's the problem with Cat. Cat can shoot threes. He won the 3-point contest. So what I'm saying is, I don't know, Jalen Brunson be treating niggas like scrubs. Not only that, Jalen Brunson, you too small. A nigga will fold your ass up real quick. And, I mean, not me. Not me. Because I probably see you like, God damn. You know, I'm realistic like that. You know what I'm saying? But with him is, man, just be the point guard, man.
I will give you a caveat. Jalen Brunson scored 37 points.
And that's the problem. That's what I'm saying.
And hold on.
How many assists?
7 assists.
See, you supposed to have 12 assists, 25 points.
And
you see the difference?
And to your point, while Cat had 10 points.
10 points.
Josh Hart had 10 points.
10 points.
OG had 10 points.
10 points. You wasn't feeding your men, dog. You wasn't being a floor general. You been a ball hog, nigga. That's what we call it. A ball hog. You and Giannis are ball hogs. You and Giannis are ball hogs.
Giannis is the ultimate ball hog. I'm not gonna lie.
We need to start bringing this back up.
Yeah.
Ain't no pause on that, Cam. Ain't no pause on that, base.
Nah.
Because you know what a ball hogging ass nigga is. Everybody said Kobe was a ball hog, but Kobe got it done.
He won. The game was won. They had a W at the end of that.
Yeah.
Come on.
How you feel about the game? How you feel about the game? Because that's how I feel about it. Because I got the Knicks winning.
To be honest, I mean,
the captain is not a captain.
The Knicks should have won the game, bro. Like 10, 10, and 10 from your starting five, your starting three. The starting 3 people out of the starting 5 was like, what are we doing? Y'all played 42 minutes, 40 minutes, 33 minutes.
That's the captain.
What are we doing?
Bad leadership.
What are we doing?
Bad
Mitchell
leadership.
Robinson had played 20 minutes and had 0 points. Miles McBride had 13 minutes and 8
Favoritism,
points.
nepotism.
It's just like, what are we doing? And y'all are playing at home at that.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part. That's the caveat to it all.
Jalen Brunson is, y'all gonna be a victim of y'all own success. You feel me?
Y'all gonna shoot yourselves in the foot.
Yeah, Jalen Brunson. I ain't trying to shit on your game. I think you're a great player, but just take that into account. A lot of when point guards get 40 points, the team usually loses.
Facts.
Because you doing everybody else's job instead of doing your job.
Facts.
See what I'm saying? Don't that make sense? It don't matter
sense.
if you get 50 points, 60 points. You got 60 points. Everybody else on your team got fucking 5, 7 points. That's how sometimes people have these big games and they end up still losing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you really gotta retool your game a little bit and understand that, and that's why it's not working for Ja. That's why it's not working for Memphis. Because Ja's got to be the primary scorer. Ja got to be the one to get the ball in the bucket, and then everybody gets said, no. I got to get everybody else going early in the game. Because I'm the leader. I got to lead these guys through war. This is a battle.
Speaking of the Grizzlies.
48 minutes. But I also really wanted to... Go ahead.
Speaking
it out.
Speaking of the Grizzlies and the Thunder.
Yeah.
The Grizzlies, 99-118. Thunder winning at 2-0. You had Ja with 23 points.
We bringing out the brooms.
Zach Edey, 4 points.
Bringing out the brooms.
And Jaren Jackson, 26 points and 6 rebounds. How tall are you, Jaren Jackson? Yeah, I forgot to.
Man.
Desmond Bain, 19 points, 12 rebounds. Desmond Bain, how you out rebound Jaren Jackson?
I don't think they believe.
Nah, man. Memphis, y'all. Hey, this is. I'm gonna say this real quick. Memphis, y'all are embarrassing the city, and Y'all embarrassing the NBA. This is not a good product y'all putting out. I'm gonna just say that. Let me cook.
Austin said he gonna cook.
Let me cook.
Austin used to want to be a chef.
No. Just for a second. For all that rah stuff y'all were doing, and for all that energy y'all had, and for over those years, that's karma. This is what me and Kid was talking about, y'all, with all that spiritual energy. And can you account for that?
Yeah, you got to answer for it tomorrow.
Exactly. So this is what we were talking about right here. This is it.
Everybody got your number.
Everybody
prepared to play you.
And Ja,
like it's a championship match.
Ja, hey, big dog, what was you doing when you got suspended? You can't shoot.
Yeah.
You still can't shoot to this day.
Yeah.
I'm watching the game with my wife. You just going in the paint every time. They ran a zone. They ran a 2-3 zone on you.
Yeah.
And you still like shoot the ball. Can you shoot? You need to.
And it seemed like that what Memphis is forgetting. They can shoot the ball. They got some shooters. Jaren Jackson, he's pretty good from 3 for a center. But I think Desmond Bain, stop lifting weights. Stop.
Please.
Get your shot back. Stop hitting the iron. Stop pumping the iron. You know what I mean? Stop. Get your shot back, man. And I think only reason why I'm saying that Desmond Bain, that's if you watching, I'm saying it because that's the same thing that happened to Stephen Curry. Like one season he came back, kind of a little tall, ripped a little bigger, but he lost his shot.
I remember you saying that.
And then it looked like he just like stopped lifting weights, and then he got his shot back. And I was like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I do remember you saying that for real.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, Steph got kind of jacked, and his shot got gone.
Shot gone.
Gone. Like, he couldn't make nothing. Sorry, none of them half-court shots was going in at all.
Too much power.
Yeah. The finesse was gone, for real.
Yep, so I say that. What else you got for the Grizzlies? I mean, y'all ain't got a coach, so to be honest, it's hard to expect y'all to have that spiritual dexterity that I always speak of. But John, keep it calm. Get that mentality of, I ain't going to antagonize no people. Because I know these people got their family in the crowd. They got their kids in the crowd. You know what I mean? Come on. I ain't going to embarrass nobody.
I'm going to say this. I want it to be a OKC in 5 because I want the Grizzlies to at least win 1. But Zach Edey with 4 points.
Yeah.
Zach Edey's not ready. And he looks lost out there, to be honest.
And I mean, y'all, you got the guns. But it seemed like you ain't got the bullets.
Yeah, I think it relies more on Ja than anything. Ja needs to stop being so. You can tell when Ja gets emotional because he just starts doing like trying to get these outlandish shots, like these layups. Like you going over Hartenstein and Chet Holmgren. Like come on, bro. Like nah, you got to be more clever. Be a Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Because and yes, that's too much for Zach Edey. You got Holmgren and Hartenstein. Hartenstein is a very mobile center. He's a center.
And he's strong.
He's more mobile than Zach Edey. So that's a bad matchup for Edey as a rookie.
Yeah, but Jaren Jackson, you got to step up, man. Step up your strength. We need you to be more of just be a big man. Just be a big man. That's it. Get your mid range. Be a big man.
Real quick, Jaren Jackson, get in the paint. I don't know why you stepping out trying to shoot threes all the time.
That's what I mean by be a big man. Like you got to be. If both of you and Edey down there, people gonna always think twice about coming in there.
Exactly.
They're gonna think twice every time. I don't know how they playing them, but that's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying about them a couple episodes. Mm-hmm. We talking about we on this because we from Memphis. We was raised in Memphis. We was born in other places, but Memphis is a big part of our lives. And so Memphis Grizzlies is a big staple to us, and it means something to us. And I would hate for this team to get so shitty that they moved the team from the city, and that would suck for Memphis. So calm down, everybody. Go ahead and get in your skillful bag. Go ahead and get in your we ain't tried this yet. Mm-hmm. Let's abuse that. Edey off the pick and roll. Ja Desmond. Folks gonna be always thinking twice. So Edey, that's what I mean by abuse Edey. Pick and roll. Matter of fact, he's the only him and Jaren Jackson the only one in the paint to score. And when Ja coming in, you best believe it's the dunk on somebody's head. You feel me?
Exactly.
And that's what we need. It keep people on their toes. But it's so hard against OKC because they just as young as y'all, just as clever, just as energetic, and just as ready to embarrass a motherfucker.
Exactly.
Now we spoke on Memphis. We're gonna talk about the next two games. Austin, hit us with the next one.
All right, real quick, we got the Bucks and Pacers. Bucks lost 115 to 123. Pacers got the dub. Really, the standout in this game is you got Dame back. Dame only had 14 points, 37 minutes, and the big elephant in the room, Kyle Kuzma, 12 points.
12 points. First game you had 0. That's what Austin told me.
Yeah, 0.
And that's what I saw. And that's not your fault, Kyle. Because you came to the team.
Speaking of
with stars already on the team. You know what I mean? You came with stars already on the team. You came with a shiesty coach.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna call it like I see it.
Go ahead.
The way you're coaching is real shiesty. It's like you're just here for the money. I don't know if that's just you being an older man or I ain't gonna call you shiesty. That's a bit disrespectful. But what I'm saying is
opportunist.
Yeah, it seems like your heart ain't even in your job. Do you get mad when a nigga foul? When you told him not to foul? I don't see it. Do you cuss at these niggas? I'm trying to figure out. You cuss at these niggas, coach? Cause fuck.
Swear to God.
Oh, everybody just call you Doc.
Doc be chilled in the mug on the sideline.
I know Doc is a cool name. I know.
Exactly.
But what I'm saying is, sometimes you gotta be the doctor. You feel me? You gotta fix the situation. That's all I got to say with that team. Oh, I know it ain't.
Go ahead.
Let me say something for you, man. Go ahead, Austin.
That's all I had.
What's your take on it?
Just the Pacers is real quick. The Pacers are playing as a team. There's no real highlights to highlight with the Pacers. You know, Tyrese Halliburton had 21 points, 12 assists, and everybody was just cooking. Everybody had majority. Benedict Mathurin had 14 points off the bench. Everybody was just contributing really. So it was just a team game for the Pacers as per usual. And I feel like the Bucks, Giannis. We had this conversation off air, but Giannis be ball hog. It's not a good look.
Yeah, definitely. We definitely think that on this show. Giannis, you're a bit of a ball hog. You gotta let the game come to you. You see what I'm saying? And how the game comes to you? Passes. You gotta let somebody pass to you, but they can't pass to you if you ain't passing to them. But I feel like you can open up the game for everybody. But it's like that little spin move you do. That's the only move you got. Sorry, that ain't gonna work. You looking like Klay Thompson out there sometimes.
That's facts.
What I mean is you one dimensional. You too big to be one dimensional.
Man, if Giannis had a mid range,
a solid little step back. You know what I'm saying? That step back mid range step back that'll be a murderous little tick to have. Like, look, boom.
Giannis can hit like 80 points. If you want it, like boy.
And that goes to say the same thing for Ja. You gotta let the game come to you, man.
Yeah, Ja be forcing it a lot.
And when he let the game come to him, he had the best plays, like that crazy ass putback. That was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And also, man. Oh, this last thing I want to say, this ain't about the Bucks, but it's just about Ja. That I saw in the game. Everybody probably saw that. It seemed like he was nonchalant. And I know that trick. When you're a great person, you great at what you do. Sometimes when you care so much, you fail. So you try a different route. It's like, let me not be so serious. Let me not care as much, but let me still be present in the moment and let me focus on just the fun portion. And I understood that, y'all. I appreciate that.
I think it's one of those things where we're gonna get them when we get back home.
Yeah, we're gonna get them when we get back home. Let's keep it positive. Let's keep it fun.
Yeah. Let's
get back on that note. Not the embarrassing people, because like I said, people got their kids in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Gee, what is you doing?
Exactly.
That's all right. Now we talked about that. Austin, hit us with the next one.
Bet. We got the Clippers 105, Nuggets losing 102. The standout, Kawhi Leonard, 39 points, bro. I think Kawhi Leonard was like 12 of 16, I believe. And yeah, I watched the highlights. If y'all haven't seen the highlights, go on YouTube, watch his little 5-minute highlight of that game. Kawhi was cooking. I'm not gonna lie. That was like 2K Kawhi. I don't know if y'all play with Kawhi on like 2K, but like that mid-range game is crazy. The Nuggets had Jokic doing, 26 points, 10 assists, and 12 rebounds. And Jamal Murray had 23 points. This series is one of the best series so far in the NBA. And I was watching Charles Barkley actually had made a statement. Why is this game or this series on NBA TV? Why is this not on TNT? This is literally one of the best ones. This is a good matchup. So
yeah. This is a good matchup.
And me personally, I want the Clippers to win. I have the Clippers winning because I don't know. I just like this team. But either team can win.
Okay, cool. My take on this, like you said, it's a really good game. It's really a really skillful game. I feel like both teams got the right amount of veterans, the right amount of championships dispersed between the rosters. I just feel like this is like he said, man. This is actually a prime time matchup. But everybody got to get their shine time, and it's all good. Hopefully one of these teams, make it to the conference finals. And this is really a classic series. This may just start a rivalry between these two franchises after this, because we got maybe like 2 or 3 more years of this. And
for sure.
I think this is going to be one of them storylines that we should be preparing to hear and just witness for the next coming years, bro.
For sure. I totally agree. For sure.
So, but like Austin chose both of these teams, actually.
I did. I did not see this 4 and 5 matchup for the Clippers and the Nuggets. I thought one of these teams was gonna play another matchup and vice versa. So, but these were my 2 sleeper picks. My 2 picks for coming out the West. Really, honestly, I had the Clippers first, and then I had the Nuggets. I can see the Nuggets, but honestly, as long as one of these teams make it to the finals, I'm happy.
Yeah. Okay. So to iterate, we just want to let you know the teams that we picked to come out the West and the East. Me, the DOC, I chose the Cavs to come out the East, and I originally chose OKC. This is before we even started the podcast, probably maybe a couple weeks before. But then I switched to the Lakers. I think what I was meaning to say was the Lakers was my sleeper team because, that's my favorite team since I was a little kid. But it's like, hey, sometimes your favorite team, you're going to figure out why they're your favorite team. You feel me? And with your favorite team, you know why they suck. You know when they suck. You know when they bad. You know when they got it and they don't got it. So you got to be truthful with yourself. Just because you from that city or you watch this or watch that, whatever. You got to take your emotions out, the betting portion of it. So that's why sometimes you'll hear me say, I wouldn't bet on this game. I just watch it for fun. Because my emotions are too involved in the picks, like Memphis versus the Lakers. I want both of these niggas to win. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm too clouded, but if I could see the matchup as obvious, oh no, they ain't had it in a couple games. They've been losing all season. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got the pieces, they ain't got the coaches. So yeah. That's that on that. And that's that on my reiteration of my picks. I want Austin to go ahead and do his.
As far as my picks, like I just said, I want the Clippers to win. I want the Clippers to go to the finals. I can see the Nuggets going as well. That's my sleeper team. And as far as the business of the NBA, I could see I have the Celtics coming out the East. That's just solid across the board.
So when we first talked about this, Austin had the Celtics. I think I said this on the episode already. Austin had the Celtics and Denver, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he had Celtics and Denver. When we first talked about the NBA finals, this is before the podcast.
Yeah.
So he did say something about the Clippers, though. I remember him always saying something about the Clippers.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know about but it might be the Clippers, y'all.
Yeah.
He may be. So the Clippers, yeah.
I guess
We gotta keep our eye on them.
Yeah, those were my two teams, and as a conspiracy theorist of like the business of the NBA, I could see a Lakers and Celtics finals, but
Yeah,
that's neither here nor there.
that's the money grab.
That's the money grab, but the Lakers got to get past them boys. So
yeah, cool.
shout out to them.
All right, so y'all, we about to wrap it up. That's the sports portion, the sports part of this episode.
Yes, sir.
We need to check on the camera. Hopefully it's still rolling. But the audio been rolling. We're gonna patch it up how we patch it up. We're gonna get back to you. We're gonna take a break. Cool, man. All right, so here we go, y'all.
Yes, sir.
The long awaited portion of the show. Now you wanna talk about some money. We're gonna talk about some money. Talk about what's going on in the stock market today.
Mm-hmm.
So currently it is 4 p.m. on Thursday on April 24th, right? So if you paid attention to the stocks today, it ended on a good note. A lot of things did. So we got the Dow Jones. It's up 490 points.
Beautiful.
It's about to close. NASDAQ, it's up 457 points right now, 458 points. It's about to close in the green. We got the S&P 500 as well. It's 108 points in the green. And then we got the smaller index of S&P 500, which is SPY.
Mm-hmm.
That one's after hours. We just hit after hours. So this one right here, it closed above. Oh, we got the after hours up here. Give me a second. Oh, shit, let me connect to the Wi-Fi.
It was 11 points.
It went up 11 points?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I see too. Went up 11 points. That's a good sign. So the last one we're going to check in with is QQQ.
Yes, sir.
And this is how you gauge how the market is doing. This is almost the totality of the market, of the American stock market, U.S. stock market. So QQQ is also called Invesco. So when you hear Invesco, think QQQ. And they ended up with a nice bump of 12.79 points. Mm-hmm. So when we say points, we mean dollars, okay? That stock price went up points. Those are dollars. But when we're talking about percentages, they going to say percentage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We rather you focus on percentage on here, but for beginner purposes, points is cool, you know? So percentages is more of like what your returns. When we talking about financial statements, rates of return, you know what I'm saying? And also we talking about when we talking about percentages, just think about risk, probability. You know what I mean? Things of that nature. So that's the condition of the stock market on this Thursday. It ended up on a good note, and I think it's gonna close out tomorrow on a good note as well.
Yeah.
So, like I was saying in the previous episode, had you some dry powder. And that was the most important thing, is knowing how to access these tools, access these resources to help you on your way to understanding how money works. You know what I mean? So, so that's that. All right, cool. So now that we talked about the condition of the market, and I showed you exactly how you can gauge the trend of the market, the trend of the day, which means what direction the market is going in. You're going to look at those 5 stocks every time. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You don't know what I mean, so I have to let you know what I mean. So, yeah, that's what I mean by that. But to keep things simple, we're going to keep it rolling. We got Austin telling us about the 52-week highs and lows.
So basically what the meaning of a 52-week high low is the highest and lowest closing point of a stock in 1 year, basically. So it's a stock 52-week low is either the stock hitting its floor 52-week highs, the stock hitting its ceiling. So now to gauge that, the best thing like to do with a 52-week low, if a stock has hit its 52-week low, normally that's when people start to jump into a good position to invest in, because it's a rebound effect. It's bound to go back up. It's just the way the stock market goes. It goes up, has fluctuation, it goes up and down, up and down, but it's constantly going up still. So and you can do vice versa with a 52-week high. If it's at the 52-week high, people are going to take profits, because guess what? People have made money. Now people want to cash out their investment, so they want to pull their money out. So that means the stock, as soon as they pull their money out, the stock drops and starts to go low.
Yeah.
So that's one of the easiest ways of what's the word?
Explain.
Indicators. That's one of the easy indicators to see what a stock is doing, and that's one of the best ways to judge when you should get in and get out. That's one of the easiest ways.
Yeah.
Bare bones, simple.
Yeah, and that's what we're trying to give you. We're trying to give you diamonds, small gems of clarity. We ain't trying to make it too complicated for you. I know it seems a lot. It's like learning Chinese when you learn tech or the stock market or things of that nature. But you really got to learn everything one lesson at a time. Because remember this, there's only one way to eat an elephant, one bite at a time. You know what I mean? So that's how we gonna do it on here. So we ain't gonna drop the whole game on you at once. We gonna put you in position. As long as you follow our directives, you're gonna be like, okay, I at least know enough to say, hey, I want to learn more.
Exactly.
And I can go learn more on my own.
Exactly.
But if you need some resources, go ahead and put it down in the comment. Ask us some questions on any of these topics that we're talking about. We're going to respond. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Like, comment, and subscribe.
Please do.
So the next thing on the agenda, we wanted to talk about was Shannon Sharpe and his situation. So Shannon Sharpe, he has a sexual assault case going on. And, you know, we don't speak on nobody's business like that on here.
Yeah.
On no negative tip, because every situation is situational.
Exactly.
That means every situation ain't the same. So it seems like to me, she trying to get some bread. And my biggest thing, I don't even like I don't like her lawyer. The history of her lawyer should instantly raise a red flag to the judge. And I believe Shannon Sharpe is innocent, but he just felt like he had a lot to lose. But he also knew for a fact that they had incriminating evidence, and that's called entrapment.
Exactly.
Extortion. So
blackmail.
Blackmail. It's called blackmail for a reason.
Yeah.
You feel me? Because it only happened to black males. The fuck is that? Who the fuck made that term?
Man, that is crazy. Real talk.
They could go bold. Like
etymology, y'all.
Etymology is
study of words.
Hear me. It's the study of the history of the word, the origins of the word. You feel me? Like, so all right, man. That's my take on that. Austin, what you got on that situation?
Man, you know, as many lessons as Unc gives on Nightcap, and you know those old sayings. You know, you gotta follow through with them old sayings that your grandmama taught you. Cause I was raised by my grandma too, man. She, you know, you gotta listen to that good wisdom, and just gotta move, and just just be more cognizant of how you move, and you just can't move like everybody else, cause you're not like everybody else. You're you.
You.
And you don't want to be like everybody else, cause you want to be like you. So continue being you. And know that you're unique, and you got to move in a unique way. So this is you know, so I'll say this is a lack of awareness, you know, or just moving a little reckless. You know, everybody had those lapse in judgment at times, but it's nothing he can he can bounce back from this. You just need a good lawyer because you know the plaintiff. Her lawyer is just like
he a money hungry motherfucker.
Yeah, he's an ambulance.
Is a pig.
He's an ambulance chaser. That's the term, an ambulance chaser. They just, you know, lawyers look for these type of cases to litigate, and you know
he doing it pro bono right now.
Civil suits.
He's like, hey, if you don't win, I don't get paid.
Exactly.
That's what he told her.
Exactly. But if we win, I'm gonna take 95%.
But also, this is gonna be my last tidbit on this. I want women to get something out of this exchange of information, right? Ladies, you think Shannon Sharpe was a victim? They trying to make him a victim. I'm gonna tell you who the real victim is: the woman.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm telling you, it was somebody in her ear, some man telling her, "You don't know who that is?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's Shannon Sharpe. He got this, woo, woo, woo." Oh, now you gotta let him do whatever he wants to you. We gotta get him in there. It wasn't her plan to begin with.
No, best believe
somebody egged her on.
Best believe it was a whole team.
Yeah, and so what I'm telling you, ladies, y'all don't understand that y'all have been pimped to the utmost extreme.
To the 90th degree.
They pimped y'all so bad, you don't even know what your pimp look like. You signed them terms of services on OnlyFans. You still got to get them a portion. And then also you got to give PayPal their portion.
And then you got to give Uncle Sam his portion.
You see what I'm saying? Uncle Sam still got to get his portion. But you got 1,000 likes. You got 1 million likes on your booty hole.
And you got a Mercedes, huh? That's nice, huh?
It's crazy. The new AI notifications on your phone gonna be wild. Someone just likes your booty hole.
Click. Heart.
Someone just like your nipples. They know exactly what's in your picture.
Dash 4456 liked your titties. Okay. Hey, you like getting those notifications, huh?
Yeah, that's funny.
Wow.
Yeah, so man, hey, slow down, ladies. I just want y'all to understand. If they could do it to music artists, they can do it to you too.
Yeah.
So, learn from that, you know. So that's our little take on that. We've been chilling. We appreciate you for showing up today. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Also, you got any type of closing remarks, man?
Keep your booty hole off the internet.
Keep your booty hole off the internet. We out, bro.
Shit the beat.